Hello and good morning. Hi, welcome to a standing practice. So we're going to go through some warriors. It's going to be quite simple. It's a bit of an energizing practice to get you going in the morning, make you feel strong, and yeah, get you moving a little bit, finding a little bit of strength in your legs. So yes, please enjoy. Don't do anything that hurts, don't do anything that feels odd in your body, don't do anything that you've been asked not to do by a doctor. And yeah, enjoy the practice. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, let me see if you can see me. Can you see me? No. There we go. Okay, so we're going to start standing at the top of our space that we have, and we're going to come through 3 rounds of gentle sun salutations. So I'm going to talk you through those. So come to stand and just spend a few moments grounding into your feet. Relax your shoulders, kind of lift your chest up. Allow your chin to not jut out, so don't drop your head back, but also don't drop your head forward, so somewhere in the middle. And you can bring your hands together into your heart center and take some breaths here. And then dropping your hands down by your sides, breathe in, reach all the way up. And we're going to exhale, fold forward. So hands down towards the earth, feet are about hip distance apart. Then bringing your hands down to the ground, you're going to step back with your right foot, bringing your knee to the ground behind you, breathing in, reaching all the way up. And then exhale, hands down, swing your left leg back. And just come through a few rounds of cat and cow. So breathing in, lift your chest, lift your tail. And then exhale, round your spine, chin to chest, curl your tail under. And then from here, coming back into child's pose. So reach your hands forward, make sure your forehead is resting on something. So if you need to stack your fists underneath your forehead, then do that. Hips are coming back towards your heels, and you can bring your knees quite far apart as well to make space for your body. Take some deep breaths here. And then from here, bringing your hands to the mat, coming back up onto all fours, tuck your toes, coming up into a downward dog. So pressing your heels down towards the ground, your ears come around your biceps, pressing the whole palm of your hand into the floor, and you're pressing the ground away from you. And breathe. And then from here, you're going to walk your feet up to meet your hands. And then bend into your knees, reaching all the way up, reach up, look up. And then exhale, arms down. So we're going to go through that another 2 times. Breathing in, reaching your arms all the way up. Exhale, fold forward, arms down. And then this time we're going to step back with our left foot, breathing in, reaching all the way up. And then exhale, arms down, stepping back with your right foot. And coming through some rounds of cat and cow. So breathing in, lifting tail, lifting chest. Exhale, round your spine, inhale. And then coming back into child's pose, rest here. And coming back up onto all fours, tuck your toes, pressing up into downward facing dog. Pressing the whole palms of your hands down, heels reaching towards the earth, lifting your sitting bones up and back. Breathe slowly. And then walking forward. I'm actually gonna have to do that another twice more to make it even. So breathing in, stand up, exhale, arms down. Breathing in, reaching all the way up. Exhale, fold forward. Step back, right knee down to the ground. Breathe in, reach up. Exhale, hands down, swing your left leg back. Come onto all fours, cat and cow. Coming back into child's pose. And then back up onto all fours, tuck your toes, lift up into downward facing dog. Press your heels towards the ground, drop your head between your arms. And then walking your feet towards your hands, coming back up to the top of your mat. Breathe in, reach your arms all the way up. Exhale, arms down. So one more time. Breathe in, reaching up. Exhale, fold forward. Step back left foot this time. Breathe in, reaching your arms all the way up. Exhale, hands back down to the ground. Swing your right leg back. Cat and cow. And then child's pose. Gently coming up onto all fours. Tuck your toes, reach your sitting bones up, downward facing dog. And then walking your feet towards your hands, coming back up to stand. Reach up, exhale, arms down. Okay, so we're going to come through warrior 1, warrior 2, warrior 3, and then we're going to practice tree pose. So that's going to be our sequence. And we're going to do warrior 1 on both sides, warrior 2 on both sides, warrior 3 on both sides. So stand with your feet hip width apart. You can take a step forward, and you don't want it to be too big a step. So back foot's turning out slightly. Front foot is facing forward, knees just about over your ankle. Hips are facing forward, breathing in, reaching up. We're going to spend 5 breaths here, so just notice the connection between your feet and the ground. Make sure your feet are pressing down, arms are reaching up. And breathe. So back leg is straight, front leg is bent, pressing both feet down, squeezing your belly in. And then exhale, bring your arms all the way down. And you can step forward or you can step backwards, it's up to you. We're going to come over to the other side. So left foot's turning out, right foot's turning out, left foot stepping forward, knee over ankle. Make space for yourself, make your stance wide, hips facing forward, reach all the way up. 5 breaths here. Squeeze your belly in, reach up, press your feet down. And then bring your arms down. And this time come to face the side of your mat. So, or come to face, bring your feet wide, come to face the side. So for warrior 2, turn your right foot towards the front where you're going to face. And again, back foot comes in. Heels or arch of the foot is aligned. So feet are more in alignment, hips facing towards the side. Bend into your front knee, lift your arms front and back. So reaching forwards and backwards and making sure as you sit in your warrior 2 that your body's coming straight upwards. So you're not kind of leaning this way, you're not leaning back that way. So again, squeezing your belly in, reaching forwards and backwards, looking forward. Knee somewhere over your ankle, find a comfortable place for you. 5 breaths here. Gaze is over the middle finger of the front hand. And then floating your arms down. And we're going to bring both feet towards the side of the mat. And then we're going to come over to the other side. So left foot's in front this time, bending into your foot. Back foot can be parallel or turned in slightly. Hips to the side. Bend into your front knee, press into your back foot. Reach through your arms, gaze forward. 5 breaths. And then slowly floating your arms downwards, straightening through your front leg. And you're going to walk your feet in towards each other as we're going to practice warrior 3, Virabhadrasana 3. So now this really varies on how your balance is, and you know, this is a practice, it's just a practice, so it doesn't matter if you can balance or not. You can always use something to hold on to, always use a wall or a chair. In fact, I'm going to get a chair and show you how to do it with the chair. So you can bring your chair to the front of the mat. Again, you don't have to use a chair if you don't want to. So stand back from the chair, I don't know, maybe about 3 feet, depends on the size of your body. And you're going to reach forward holding onto your chair. And then you're going to reach backwards with one foot, so lifting your foot off the ground. And see if you could bring your leg in alignment with your body. So you're squeezing your belly in and dropping this hip down. And then 5 breaths here. And if you're not using a chair, you're going to reach forward with both hands. She says falling over. In my defence, there's a big hole in the ground here. So 5 breaths here, and if you fall out, just come back in again, it's fine. Standing leg is straight. And then when you're done with your 5 breaths, coming back up to stand. Have a little wiggle, have a little shake. And then we're going to come over to the other side. So it doesn't really matter what side you start with. Holding onto the chair, or you can reach forward. I'll do this one without the chair. Standing leg is straight, and you're dropping the the outside of the hip of the leg that is lifted. 5 breaths here. I'm recording, babe. Do you mind just giving me a minute? And then coming back up to stand. You're right in front of the camera. Camera's over there. Just stand off to one side. Okay, so our last form for today. Can you just give me a minute? What's wrong? Well, you can have something to eat.
I don't know what to have.
Have a cereal bar. Have some fruit. Excuse me, this is like me for the next 6 weeks now. Bag of crisps. Well, you go and have a look in the cupboard. There's rich tea biscuits. It's like 9:30 in the morning. Anyway, okay, so we're going to now practice tree pose for Prakrasana. So choose your standing leg, doesn't matter which one, and I'm going to give you different options. So you can have your hands on your hips, you can have your hands out to the sides, you can have your hands up in the air, you can have your hands in your heart center. And this is a beautiful tree pose, so you can leave your toe on the ground, heel up against your ankle, and breathe here for 5 breaths. You can come up a little bit higher, resting your foot on the side of your shin for 5 breaths here. And if you want to try to come a little bit higher, again, you can always use a wall or a chair. I've got incredibly slippery clothing on. And you can come up here as well. So 5 breaths in tree pose. Squeeze your belly in, raise the crown of your head, press your hands together if they're in front of your heart space. And then when you're done, dropping your hands gently, bringing your foot down, neutralizing your body, and then coming over to the other side. So same thing on the other side. And again, you can start here, or you can finish here. Here is a perfectly good tree pose. You can come up slightly. So you're counting 5 long, slow breaths. And again, I'm going to use my chair. If you want to come up a little bit higher, you can. And then when you're done with your 5 breaths, slowly come down, have a little bit of a wiggle, have a little bit of a shake. And then I encourage you to sit in meditation for a few minutes if that feels good. And I encourage you to take a Shavasana for sure. Take a Shavasana. So lay down, make yourself comfortable, 10 minutes at least. I hope you've enjoyed this practice. Thank you very much for joining me. I believe YouTube people say, please like, please comment, please follow my YouTube channel. That would be really helpful. So yeah, thank you very much. Lots of love. See you soon.